The legendary snows of Kilimanjaro are rapidly disappearing. For people and leaders across the mighty continent of Africa, this is one more reason for their strong and increasing commitment to the unprecedented, shared vision of scientific cooperation that is the international year of planet Earth. Tanzania introduced the United Nations resolution that charted the International Year of Planet Earth, ultimately overseen by UNESCO. The Director General of UNESCO joined with the President of Tanzania in enjoying the enthusiasm of the opening festivities and then setting the tone of the proceedings along with other dignitaries.
Let me assure you again, Mr. President, that UNESCO stands ready and willing to support you in these efforts, as Earth scientists are arguably more important now than ever before for the continent's development.
The opening of the International Year of Planet Earth was celebrated in Brasilia for entire Latin America. Again, with significant participation and contribution by students. Around Earth Day, the 22nd of April, similar celebrations were held in Ottawa, in Budapest, in Seoul, Beijing, Costa Rica, Honduras, Bratislava, and Santiago de Chile. Apparently, the International Year of Planet Earth has been able to generate a lot of excitement.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate the launch of the International Year of Planet Earth for Africa, for the Africa region. Life on planet Earth has not been without challenges. There are challenges of natural hazards due to earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, landslide, tsunamis, droughts, floods, and others. Africa has not been spared of these hazards.
This is part of the East Africa Rift, 2,000 kilometers long. Recently, it has seen an alarming series of events, including volcanic eruption and a serious earthquake. The geologic uncertainties here have mobilized young researchers committed to IYPE and determined to find answers.
Due to the tectonic movement in this region, crust is very thin around this place. And as a result, there is a lot of activity. Every hill that you see in this area is or was a volcano.
Volcano ilianza kutoa tarehe 4 mwezi wa 9, ikamwaga tarehe 6 hapa, ikaelekea Nairobi. Nairobi wameadhirika, wamehamia hapa kwetu. Kwa sasa hivi utakuta nyumba kuna wanawake 5, 6, hata 10.
Right now, where I'm seated is the fissure that developed as the result of earthquake movement that happened the last year.
Tetemeko ilivyoanza ndivyo mipasuko ya ardhi kutokea na nyumba za tofali kubomoka, na ndio maana tunajenga nyumba za miti sasa hivi ili tuziadhirike tena.
The African launch event of the International Year of Planet Earth gives us a unique opportunity to reflect on our past mistakes and look at the future with optimism.
The goodwill and support of leaders like President Kikwete has been consistent, and consultations throughout the continent are growing.
How are you?
This was a candid moment for the president when he had to admit that he couldn't keep up with the children who were playing an innovative game.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
The game focuses on corridors roaming throughout the continent, which are sort of a treasure map through its wonders.
I need more time to learn.
At the same time, scientists in attendance dueled, on this occasion about the significance of global warming in Africa.
Some hazards, the floods and tsunamis that we see are actually a consequence of climate change. And also diseases. Some of the diseases which were potent are now coming up. The viruses are coming up and causing a lot of problems, like the malaria, which was not here, for example, here in Arusha, as the president said the other day. Wouldn't you agree that actually the climate change is a big driving force towards these problems that we are facing on the globe?
No, I wouldn't agree with that. I think climate change is a contributor. But actually, I don't know the relative proportions. It could be that the increase in malaria is because of a change in policy on spraying.
Whether or not climate change is the issue now, but in Tanzania, it is an issue because it is affecting the lives of the society, the people, the economic well-being of the people.
The continent of Africa is a land of such irony. Its tremendous resources include gemstones, some only recently discovered, like tanzanite. Tiffany's loves them, but mining them involves endless hours in these tiny tunnels. Visitors need to be quite hardy to crawl into them.
Why we have only special the tanzanite, and again it has to do with the nature of the formation of the gemstones.
This continent, this planet Earth, seemingly timeless, but really not at all. The evidence of ongoing change is all around us, and its challenges, Earth Sciences for Society for Humankind, is the work of International Year of Planet Earth.